this thing on, dang it? I can't see. I really can't tell. Well, actually, I can tell, but I mean, oh, looks like it's on. Hi guys. I'm sorry if I'm squinting a bit. I'm looking for my dang glasses. Dang it, Charles, where are my glasses? Where they at? I'm looking like Velma for a second. But while we're on that subject, oh, damn it, here they are. Now I look professional, don't I? All right. So, hi. How y'all doing? It's Justin again. I did the Seven Seeds, first season reaction, and there's another dude who did it too, I believe. But at any rate, if you're new to my channel, or if you're even bothering to watch this channel, I also did a video on what new animes and manga, or what new animes to expect this season, and I'm about to do a review and just tell you some things that I took from yesterday about the anime Enen no Shobatai, or Fire Brigade of Flames, or just Fire Force as it's called. So before I start too much into it, first thing I wanted to say was the opening and endings for that are just absolutely excellent. Like the opening by a group called Miss Green Apple. Their song is a song called Inferno. I definitely suggest you guys go check it out. I mean, I was iffy about the band, but then I heard something else in preparation after I heard the initial opening theme song, and boy, did it kick. I can't even pronounce what it is because the title's in Japanese, but if you guys want, I could send a link to that because that video was awesome. The ending was also great. It's by, I guess it's a group or a person called Keida Suda, KeidasUda. Not sure what it's called, but it's also great. I liked it because for one thing, I saw someone else note this on a video about the ending, but it focuses in on one of the characters called the sister, or Iris, who is the nun of the group, because if you've seen the first episode, oh, by the way, if you haven't seen the first episode, I suggest you see it. It's out there. The dub is on YouTube. Sub, I don't know. It's out there as well, but I won't snitch. Um, as for yeah, as I was saying, so someone else noted about the ending that it was focused on Sister Iris, and that it basically gave a little bit of a background for her in her in in the ending, in the animation style, not exactly like flowing animation, but like penciled in, cut out cartoon animation style, and it's very good too. And I like it because, for the one thing, it's like, if you don't know any better, it's not spoiler, but it's still good enough that you still get a picture of what sort of past she has, and it's nice. And as for the opening too, I saw someone note this somewhere, and this was actually hilarious. But one of the characters who hasn't been introduced yet, named Tamaki, who you'll probably see her later on, but she's noted as the cat girl with flaming ears in the beginning. But according to most people, she doesn't really have any very much character development in the manga, which is sort of true, because not until like later on in the line does she actually get some development, but it actually makes her look very useful, which I actually found funny in a way. As for things, I'm one of those, I should say this now, I'm one of those people who tries to skip openings and endings, not just one openings, unless they're good, like a song that I can agree to, or just something that makes me feel some type of good way. I generally try to skip them unless they're very, very catchy. Also, I skip exits because I feel like exits and openings in some cases are very spoiler heavy, and I hate that. that, especially if I have no clue what's going on in the manga or the anime or anything else, and that drives me nuts. So, moving on. So, what else do I have to say? The animation style. Well, so I heard some people complain about it. Personally, when I saw it too, I wasn't really impressed. I was like, I mean, David, not to say anything mean. They did a good job on it. I mean, they've kept with the sort of distortedness of Atashi Okubo, the mangaka or the author of the both Soul Eater and Fire Force. They've kept with that sort of distortedness that he makes with a lot of his mangas. But another, the only off thing to me really seems to be the colors, because the colors just they went with dark colors. Excuse me. And I don't think that the dark colors really fit as much. I guess it's more of an expressive thing to try and make it look dark. It doesn't really work for me. But I mean, it's not something that I'm willing to drop the series over. So that was great. Let's see what else I had to say. The VAs, oh boy. This one, because I was really hyped for this one, just like I was hyped for Seven Seeds, I was trying to be a little critical about this. So I went back and I watched this both in subbed and in dubbed. I have to say, personally, I'm gonna say that I prefer the dub, or not the dub, the sub, sorry. The dub is okay. Some of the people that you're introduced to, like Shinra, who's our main character, Hinoa, who's like the lieutenant. I believe he's the, because one thing to note in Fire Force, even though they're technically like a firefighting group, they technically go under military structure. So I believe it goes the commander, then the commander, captain, lieutenant, I believe. So the next in line is this guy named Hinoa, and he's generally very, the best way to, he's very an interesting character, because he sort of has a lack of expression, but yet he expresses things in an odd way. Like, for instance, when Shinra first gets there, he's just like, Shinra's very quiet all throughout it, walking through the building, and he says, yeah, it's a dump, isn't it? And yet he can say stuff like that, but yet he still has very little facial expression. His facials is just like very schooled. And it's very interesting, but he's actually pretty hilarious once you get to know him later on down the series. But and so him and so some of the characters, so generally most of the characters sort of fit as far as what was as far as their emotional level and stuff like that. But the problem that just some of the voices were like really off. Like the commander was, I think in the English dub, it's the same person who does Zara from One Piece. But to me, his voice really just did not fit. And I much preferred the sub over the dub. So next thing, okay, this is important, guys and girls. Sorry. For this next couple of minutes, I'm going to be talking about spoilers for the latest chapter, which is 178. So if you guys don't want to hear any of that, I'd suggest clicking out now. All right? Okay. Good. Let's get it. So, 179. So I'm not going to say too much, only because I figured that there are some people who are new to the series who are going to be trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So I'll only say a little bit about what's going on, and keep people up to date on some things, but still try and keep it vaguely spoiler free. So what's going on? Let's see. At the moment, the Company 8, which Shinra is a part of, is currently on the run from the White Coats, because the White Coats have as with the last couple of chapters, the White Coats have taken over, gotten friendly with the local government, the holy, the not the emperor, but I guess like the leader. I guess he's an emperor, somewhat. And they have convinced him that they are true, followers of the religion of the Holy Sun, which is part of a big part, religious part of the empire. So for them, that's important. And so now they've basically taken over the empire from the shadows, and one of their first orders of duty is to basically cripple Brigade 8, because Brigade 8 is investigating them and already knows about their existence and has tried to actively foil some of their plans. So they've taken their captain or commander Obi, and they've had him in prison. And so, with nothing more to say, Company 8 is now on the run. So, there are the spoilers. Also, some last minute things before I go. Yes. For my next videos, I was wondering what I wanted to get you guys' opinion on this. Would you guys like to I know I said I'd do a video on some American comic books. I'm a DC guy, but I can read Marvel if you guys like, and try and keep you guys up to date if any of you care for that. Let's see. I do plan on doing in my next video, when I get some time, I do plan on doing a Deathstroke and Wildstorm, which are some DC properties, maybe a Batgirl video. But also, I was thinking of doing another video for the manga series Seven Seeds, to keep you guys up to date, because while they might make a second season, I'm not sure if they have plans to try and get the whole manga, even though it's very close to an ending as far as I know. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching.